It says it's streaming on
All
YouTube.
right. Yeah, looks like we are live. Well, welcome everybody to Mappy Hour. This is our happy hour for those of us who love maps, also known as geocachers. So cheers, everybody. It's Friday.
It says it's streaming on
All
YouTube.
right. Yeah, looks like we are live. Well, welcome everybody to Mappy Hour. This is our Sorry about that, gang. I had a window open with YouTube on, so we were getting some feedback there. Looks like we've got that resolved and we are still streaming. Okay, awesome. Let me get a few more folks in from the waiting room. My water. All right. Well, I am Lisa. Look at Lisa, your host this evening, and our other host is
Kid Vegas 19, JD.
And welcome you all to Mappy Hour. Our topic tonight, I'm just getting this camera situated here. Our topic tonight is the GeoGuessr challenge. It's a short-lived challenge and it's ending soon, so I thought it was perfect time to talk about it. I've got some opinions, but I'd love to hear what other people have to think about it as well. But before we go there, we do our notes from the field. We'd love to know what you all have been up to geocaching wise here in the last couple of weeks or since you last joined us, and any milestones you may have met or reached, or your plans in the future. What's happening geocaching wise? But before there, we have some ground rules that we run Mappy Hour by. I'm just going to open up the chat so I can actually see it. There it is. There we go. So if you're in the chat and if you are watching us on YouTube as well, go ahead and type in where you're from, your geocaching name, and it's a location-based game. So I always love to know where folks are located. But please keep yourself on mute during Mappy Hour. If you want to join in the conversation, raise your hand in the Zoom room. And if you are watching us on YouTube, go ahead and just type in the comments there. And JD is monitoring that and will bring your comments into our Mappy Hour.
Yeah, it's new for me as YouTube. Might not go well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all new. After
Yeah.
3.5 years, our Facebook connection broke. I've been off and on working with Zoom and Facebook trying to get it reconnected, and it just hasn't worked in the last month and a half. So, we're just gonna pivot and go to YouTube. We like YouTube too. We like YouTube too.
Well, it's not my tube, it's your
It's my
YouTube.
tube,
Yeah.
yeah. And let's see what I'll keep everything family friendly. Treat this like you would any other geocaching event. And please don't interrupt somebody. Again, if you'd like to join the conversation, raise your hand. And if you've got something really pertinent based on what somebody else just said, wave at us frantically, and maybe we'll pull you in ahead of everybody else if it's an answer to a question that somebody had posed or something like that. If you can help somebody out, let us know and we'll help you out and get you on going here. Maybe get more folks in from the waiting room. Well, I think those are the basics. Yeah. So again, thanks for joining us. I think we'll go ahead and jump to notes from the field. I know Robert has his hand up first, as usual. So our early riser there, early hand gets the first comment. So please keep yourself to 2 minutes for these. For notes from the field. That gives everybody a chance to chat, and then we can roll into our topic. So go ahead, Robert, kick us off.
Well, I've been doing some pre-planning for Geo Woodstock, and I found in Arizona the last two caches I need to get my Jasmine. So all I have to do is travel to Geo Woodstock, and then I can find those caches and get my Jasmine completed.
Nice.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Indeed, it's been a lot of work, so it's finally getting it down to the nitty-gritty.
Good
Good.
work. Yeah.
I attended an event this week, and then I picked up a travel bug, and then placed 3 new geocaching events ready to go for May.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, you're going to be busy
Yeah.
in May for sure,
Other than that, you haven't done a darn thing, huh?
right?
Uh,
Nice.
So does everybody know what the Jasmer challenge is?
yes.
People shaking their heads, but just in case you don't, it's to find a cache in every month that since geocaching started, a cache that's published in every month. And it's very challenging the first couple of years because there weren't very many caches around, and they they get archived as well. So it's quite a challenge. So good work for
I
sure.
don't know. I think I had easy
Yeah.
with those in November 2021. Still
I
on
feel
that.
bad for those cachers who eventually will start ahead of me, but won't be able to get some of those caches because they get archived over time.
They do. There's very few for a couple of the months left. Yeah. So I'm working on my double Jasmer and I'm running out of options. But I was
Really, the fizzy was the hardest. Now the Jasmine is almost complete.
awesome. I haven't finished my fizzy, just the regular standard one. So good work.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thanks.
Yeah. So we've
Robert?
got yeah, thanks, Robert. We've got Ken, Melissa, and then Leonard next. So Ken, what have you been up to?
Well, I think it's been a couple of times around since I've last been here. I was down for the Texas Challenge a few weeks back, and I got to sign the Texas Challenge cache itself, finder number 357 for Texas from our insane 13 days to explore every county in Texas trip last year. And we thought we would take a little bit of a victory lap, but with a little something a little more modest. So after we did Texas, we went over to Louisiana and finished that up in 4 days, 4 or 5 days. So so that is my 15th state I have finished the counties in now. So
Oh my God.
Wow.
of course I still haven't logged it, so some habits are habitual for me, but we've had a few personal things that have kind of popped up, so I'm trying to balance what's important there while still preparing for Woodstock coming up. I finally registered after several prods from one of the individuals that has his hand raised. But
What?
now I just have to. I've got the hotels or part of the hotels booked. Now I just got to get the flight and the rest of my itinerary straightened out. But excited to look forward to that. But yeah, about 450 caches on the Texas challenge trip, and so that was kind of a nice little exercise to get.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Good
Good
work.
job.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Look forward to seeing you at Woodstock.
For sure. Yeah, we're excited about that. Okay, I think we've got Melissa.
Okay, so I got to spend 3 days in Ohio this week, and I had shared the last time the Bigfoot coin, but we hadn't gotten our t-shirts because the tourism office wasn't open and on the weekend, but they are during the week. So I went and got the t-shirt. So, which you got the t-shirt by doing an adventure lab of 10 stages.
Mm.
So, but I spent Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday working on counties in Ohio. So I haven't gotten anything logged. Well, I did get one logged because I dropped a coin or a trackable and I wanted to make sure it got logged. But other than that, I haven't logged anything, so I don't have a count. But I did get probably about 15 more counties. So I'm very happy with that. Oh, in my I talked my husband, who's a muggle, into taking me to going caching in October.
Yay.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Good.
Yes.
Forward
We
to
have
see-
our reservations made.
I was just thinking about that this morning, actually. We need to double check on ours. Yeah. Cool.
So,
Yeah, the last year for that, so gotta go.
yep.
Apparently pet check came early.
Yeah, I
Got
guess we
Sheila
forgot
come
to
say hi.
shut the door.
Yeah. Left the door open, right? Yeah, cool. Well, good work, Melissa. My goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, working on counties. You've got a little homework to do, but that's okay. Yeah. Leonard, how are you?
There we go. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Missed the last meeting or two. I can't recall now, but one thing I did want to bring up, we had a Leap Day event down here on Leap Day, of course, and a cashier who left the game many, many years ago heard about the event, came by and dropped off an entire gallon baggie of travel bugs that he has had in his possession and never logged anymore since 2011. And I was the recipient of about 15 of those. One of them was locked because it had been marked missing. I messaged the owner of that and he unlocked it. And it was actually had been lost from 2009, I think it was. So that was a long time coming for that bug to show back up into circulation. Other than the usual, first find here and there, locked in this month, 2 days ago. So the streak is still alive. And I see Nancy's here, but where is Bob? Is Bob MIA today? Nancy?
Yes, Bob is actually doing cash maintenance for,
Okay.
we are in totality for the eclipse. And so the pizza trail needed to have some maintenance done on it. And he's in that part of Ohio doing that so that so we can have that up and good running for the people coming in for the eclipse.
Yeah. 3 of the 5 of your caches are completed for the ones I'm going to bring over to Woodstock. I have one of them here. It's still in the works. I can give you kind of a sneak peek of it. This would be the face of it. These are all run off of touch switches, which in turn illuminate the LED lights. And if I can open this without spilling the guts out of it, this is our Arduino driven breadboard in here. And like I said, it's a little rough right now because it's not completed yet. But that one will be functional by the time I get there. 2 others I had my mind set on is passive infrared and read switches, but I don't think I'll have time to get those done before Woodstock gets here. But anyway, there's your update. So yeah,
Wow.
other than that, that's all I got, folks.
Thanks,
Okay.
Leonard.
Wow, yeah. Wow, that looks like a fun one.
Mhm.
I just realized I forgot to hit record. I'm going to do that, although I know we're live streaming to YouTube, so it's saved there, everything. Where is that button now?
In record.
Yeah, and Bob has Molly with him, so she's not going to appear tonight.
Okay. Scott, go ahead, Scott.
Well, attended an event. I set some geocaches. I found some geocaches, but the thing I've been spending most of my time with, and some of the people here have already alluded to, was converting will attends for Geo Woodstock into registered people. Still have over 500 people who log their will attends and have not registered. So they all of those people have gotten at least 2 messages. Well, I won't say at least, but most of them have had 2 messages coming. And if you do the math, that's a lot of messages going through GCHQ's message board. But it's been worth it. We've got a lot of responses. Thank you very much to the people in here who responded to those messages and appreciate it. So, and now in the process of doing the same for Spring Fling. Actually just finished that up last night, first round of messages. So away we go. And looking forward to seeing a lot of people at Geo Woodstock. And actually a lot of the same people at Spring Fling.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a lot of work. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for all the work that you're doing for helping the organizers put on these great events.
Always my pleasure.
Yeah, yeah. Great. I think we've got
Tony.
Tony next. You there, Tony?
Hey, so this past Saturday, I hosted another event at my TV hotel, and I think it was just under 40 people that attended it. Of course, turned out to be a little bit of a cluster because I got called out the night before, and I didn't wake up until like 13 minutes before the event started. So, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. One of the cashers, Turtle 3863, I think. He has a small YouTube channel, and he did a nice video of the event that he just posted on YouTube earlier this week. And I've also finally found somebody to design my first path tag, so I'm in the process of getting that made now. So other than that, that's it.
Wow. Nice job.
Yeah.
That turtle, was he from Indiana?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, that's
The
we
name
know. Yeah.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was part of the team that did the Woodstock there. And
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I want to say, or no, that doesn't sound right.
no, it doesn't sound right, but
Yeah,
we see him at the events, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Nice guy. Yeah,
Mhm.
awesome. I'm sorry he got called out late, but that does happen.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. I think we've got Charles next.
Yes, not to been busy the last couple of weeks, trying just to catch up a few things, work and other things, and getting ready. Got some folks have seen my new add-on to my truck this week. I got a truck for Christmas, and then I got to add on to it a bit of bling bling at the end of it. My little trailer got it this week. So looking forward to take it out on the road. So starting to plan where I'm going to go with them. So I got the ASP Allegheny State Park Geobash that I'm planning to attend, and the Midwest Geobash. So yeah, Midwest Geobash that registered, and I've got myself two campsites. Unfortunately, when I wanted to book, the RV sites weren't available, and being it's 33 feet and the lots of 30 feet, I had to get two of them. So I got two, but price isn't not so bad. At $65 a lot for 4 days, I can't complain compared to going to campsites. So looking forward to take it to those places. Continuing my different streak than everybody else. So I had to attend an event on the 1st of April. So I went out to see a couple of acquaintances, geocaching acquaintance. So I drove about 300 miles for an event in Kitchener. So I was surprised the guys there because the CEO had no idea was showing up. So I went there. And then from there, that day, on the first, I attended 3 events out east of the west side of Toronto. Then I went to a Liars event, which the difficulty was still a 1, but the terrain was 4.5. I have no idea why a 4.5, except that I had to get out of my truck and climb on the sidewalk, I guess. But it was named as a Lives event. Yes, this is April's Fool, but it's still got a 4.5 on it, so I don't know. Somehow they got it past the reviewers. So, and then I come back. And today, well, I received 3 packages courtesy of Lisa. They got in here in town earlier this week, including the February cash crate.
Wow.
It took over a month to get from your warehouse to my US address.
Yeah, that was partly on me because I knew you were traveling, so I held it because I had something extra to put into it.
Ah, that's why. Okay,
Yeah.
because I thought I received the shipping notice way before, and then
You
okay,
would have,
that
yeah,
explains it took a month.
you
Okay.
would have because it was part of a bigger batch, but I held it aside to put something into it later. So
And
my
one of the
apologies.
cash
You know.
I got it.
Excellent.
I got
Wow.
it.
But
There
knowing
you
this, we could have took it with us and mailed it to him from hell.
Oh, we could have mailed
Yeah.
it from it. Well, then you would have gotten it for
Oh
a long
no, what? I mailed some envelopes, some letters from there,
time.
and I went to hell on the second day of the cruise or third day of the cruise. So I had to do the whole cruise afterwards, everything that you guys did afterwards.
Yeah.
And I got 2 weeks after I got the postcards home.
Wow. That was pretty
No,
fast.
no idea what happened. So I still got one box to open up. I think this is yours too. Oh yeah, it's a big crate.
Oh, the hero crate looks like, huh?
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
I have to left to be opened. So
Okay.
I've already opened 2 others, so I got all the surprises in there, all down here out of sight. Although I think you've actually blown the secret on them with your little Wednesdays 5 o'clock show.
Yeah,
So
I
apart from
did.
that's all I've been up to. Now I'm gonna go read the email about what's the topic tonight.
Okay.
I can't wait to get a tour of your new bling at the end of your truck sometime.
Are you gonna be at Midwest Geobash?
We're gonna try.
It's on the list.
It's on the list. Yeah, we're gonna try. It's been way too
Okay,
long
well,
since we've been there.
yeah, if you're there, I'll be there. Anybody else gonna be there?
Seeing a
There
bunch
you
of
go.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a parking lot there, and it's on the from the start of the truck to I guess the tire at the end of the trailer. It's 55 feet long.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's huge. It's long. I need a taxi to go from one end to the other.
Right? Scooter. Bring a bicycle if you go into Midwest Geobash. If you
Oh
want
yeah.
to get around the whole area. Because
Okay.
you've got room to stow one, bring a bike.
Okay. Well, I will. I'll
Yeah.
bring two.
That saved me. I was tent camping, but I had my trailer because I was vending. And so I didn't have my own bathroom like you will. So being able to just hop on my bike and zip around from different ends of the entire fairgrounds was really helpful. I got around a lot faster.
Thanks for the advice.
Yeah. Awesome. So we haven't done a heck of a lot of geocaching.
No, we went out. We
Did
were
some
out one
maintenance.
day and did
Mhm.
maintenance,
Mhm.
and then the ones that we looked for, we found every last one of them.
Mhm.
So we avenged some DNFs.
We did.
Yeah. And yeah, but local caching and not a lot of it, but we did get out there.
Yep. I went to replace one of my caches. We have a cache thief in our area. Another cacher brought it to my attention, and we did some research and realized that after they visited about at least 10 or 20 caches, the caches were all gone. And so it was pretty obvious what was going on. Luckily, they haven't been logging anything lately in the last month or so. But one of mine was ones that this person had visited and went to replace it. And unfortunately, what I brought to replace it was actually too small and it fell
Yeah.
through. So I have to upsize my cache, which is really a good thing. So I've got that prepared and we'll do that tomorrow. So we're going to an event tomorrow in my hometown of Cheney, and looking forward to that. And that's where this cache is that I'll be replacing so I can enable it and then hang out with my parents for the afternoon. So I'm looking forward to visiting with them. My dad's 94 now and still mowing his own lawn. It's crazy. He's doing great. Yeah. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, I got anyone here is in the Cashkins Club. Cashkins went out today as well. So
Perfect.
those all mailed out, and then we'll be getting cash crates out later this month. And the Cash Track Club, the T-shirt club, and the combo crates as well are going out. So I guess, oh, and Dr. D is asking real quick. I saw that in the chat, who's going to the cash machine, which is in your your old backyard.
Yeah, your old
Up in
backyard.
Lewiston, Clarkston. It's south of us, so almost 2 hours, hour and a half drive, depending on the weather. Cash machine is dawn to dusk caching on a route, not new caches, just existing caches that have been put together in an organized way, like UPS stops, routing. Ton of fun. We really wanted to go, but got to be at my parents' house, so we're not going to make it. But I don't know if anybody else here in the group. I think
Lori's going.
is
Yeah.
going.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's about. Oh, I know Annette, I believe, is going as well. I saw a message from Annette, and I really wish that we could have ridden along with you, Annette, in Skyhawker, but maybe next time. Yeah, so cash machines happen generally around the equinoxes and solstices. So around the time that we also ship our hero. Tons of fun. And Jim, I will get back to you. I saw your message. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's time to turn to our topic tonight, which is the GeoGuessr challenge. That is a partnership between HQ and this GeoGuessr, which I really haven't researched their history, how long they've been around. But I thought I would check it out, and it's an opportunity to earn a souvenir.
I thought two.
No,
two trackables. I'm sorry. Yeah.
One souvenir.
I was thinking we should play this like we pretend like one of us knows absolutely nothing about this. And I'll take it for the team that I'll play that role.
Yeah. Okay.
And then let our friends tell me what this is about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's done it? Who's completed it? I know the WSGA Saturday night meeting ends their meeting with a GeoGuessr. I don't even know what it's called. And then so that would be cool, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'd like to know what people's experiences have been with working with trying to earn this challenge, the souvenir. If they've tried it, anybody's like, what the heck are we talking about? And how it's going for y'all. So I saw some head nodding. I might just pull on Jay Carr when you mentioned about the WSGA. But Melissa just raised her hand, so I'll let Melissa go first. Go ahead, Melissa.
Fill us in.
So I got the little message from Geo whatever headquarters, I guess it was, that sent the message out. And so I tried it, and I did earn the souvenir. I don't know about trackables.
Okay.
Maybe I missed that part, but I do know I earned the souvenir. So it was interesting, fun to do, to earn a souvenir. I don't know that I do it on a regular basis.
Okay. Interesting. Was it hard to set up an account?
I just followed the link.
Okay. Yeah, so
No.
that would be under the not hard end of the
scale. I don't remember having to do anything special other than follow their link.
Okay. Nice.
So
yeah, that's what I did too. Followed the link on my phone. And pressed play.
I was on the computer, so
you could do it on a computer too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's old school. Computer, everything.
Yeah. That would have been easier, actually.
That's something when you're old school, because you use the computer.
Well, and I mean, some of the pictures, no clue. others, there'd be a sign or something in the background that give you a good idea. So you just Google whatever was on the sign.
Mhm.
Like I know a couple of them were museums somewhere in the background.
Mhm.
So, but the fact that you could keep going until you got 10 was no problem. So,
Okay.
All
So
right.
any 10, not just that first 10. Yeah. And that's what you needed. I believe you needed to log a TB to get the souvenir. So Melissa, check your souvenir, see if you earned one or not. I'm curious. I might be mistaken there. So I got
it popped up on the screen that I got it, and I saw it in my souvenir list.
okay.
So
Excellent.
maybe I did a trackable, but I know I certainly didn't. I got a code and I entered the code. I don't.
Yeah.
That must have been a trackable.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
From what I've read, the very first one you get a code, and then after you do 10, you get a code.
Mhm.
okay,
So
I
that
did not get the first one.
yeah, for us,
Yeah.
that logging either of the two trackables, that's what awards you the souvenir.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Got a bunch of hands. So let's see. J-Car first.
J-Car.
Yeah, just confirming what JD had mentioned earlier. The WSGA wraps up their Saturday night Zoom calls with a GeoGuessr game, which I started a little over 2 years ago doing that. And I finally signed up for their premium membership. And I actually enjoy playing it. I usually just play their daily challenge every day. But unfortunately, they used to have a free option on there that I know Mountain Goat played quite a bit. And unfortunately, they changed their structure so you can't play that as free anymore. So, but I feel like it goes sort of hand in hand with geocaching, So I really enjoy at least playing the daily challenge. Some days sometimes I'll just play for an hour or so. So. Anyway, that's all I had to add. And
So-
I played the geocaching thing, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to claim that souvenir yet or not. So
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know when they went all premium? John's asking that.
I think Jim Mountain Goat might be more familiar with that part.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was February 1st.
Okay.
Oh, just this year.
And I enjoyed it. I played it a bit. And then they not only did they force you to go premium, but they raised the price. And so I enjoyed it, but not enough to sign up for yet another subscription.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the old drug dealer, here, your first taste is free, huh?
For free. Yeah. Get you addicted and make you pay. Yeah. It's called the freemium model, which geocaching.com works on.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, so they must have known this was happening potentially, and
Mhm.
a lot of new users coming in with this partnership that they did.
All right. Well, thanks, Jim and Jim.
Yeah, thanks, Jims. Yeah, so we've got Charles, then the other Jim, Star Casher,
Yeah.
and then LA.
Yeah, if you're a Jim, you are contractually bound to speak tonight. So
Yes.
go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, so I did when I got the email like everybody else, and I went and I tried it. Creating an account was easy. You just had to click the link, and then they ask you to create an account. So I just basically used my geocaching name and my same password. Got in, played the game, got the first code, I think, and I didn't get the last. I didn't keep track of the last trackable code. So be it. Went through, and yeah, some places I recognized right away where they were, and then I just had to, yeah, actually recognize, I think six of them right away. One of them, it was just fine. The hardest part was sometimes I knew where it was, but I didn't know where on the map it was. I knew what it was, but I didn't know where it was. One of them was a famous crossing. Let's put it this way: famous crossing that you see. Uh, Jim knows which one I'm talking about, and and so I knew, but I didn't know. I knew what town it was, what city it was, but where in that city it wasn't. So I had to resort on Google to find out where that place was, and then once I got it, I put it in there. But when I realized that you don't have to be pinpoint accurate on it, you can be within this as long as you're close enough, then it's okay. You don't have to be like right at the intersection. You can be within the town often, depending how big the town is, and you're okay.
Yeah.
Some of the places I had no clue where it was. And I think most of us probably had it, but I think it took me 12 or 13 locations before I went through. I got all 10 of them.
Okay.
A few of them, yes, I had to look at the building and say, yeah, I know where it is, what part of the world it is, exactly where it is. So just moving around a little bit, and I found some clues, and I did the detective thing, and I went to see Dr. Google, and Dr. Google helped me out a little bit. So apart from that, yeah, disappointed I can't play it again. Once you got it through, that's it. It finishes. The screen is finished. You can't go back, and unless you want to pay some money, and like I think like previous Jim said, I'm not willing to go and pay that one. So
Okay.
that's my little bit on it. So now I'm gonna get next Jim to talk.
That's right.
Yep. Right.
Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, well, I did do this or try it. I think it took me about 16 of the pictures before I got the 10 that I needed to get the code. I missed the first, whatever the first one that you, wherever that was. I didn't get that one, but I did get the final one after like about 16 tries. A lot of the time it was just that, because I had a timer and my time ran out before I could do the successful Google and then manipulate the map to the right place and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons I missed a few of them. A couple of them I just couldn't even find anything to, went both directions and couldn't find anything to Google. So that's why I missed those. But like I said, it took me about 16 tries to get the 10. But hey, well, I got the 10. So, but I was familiar with GeoGuessr because the geocaching podcast during the 2020, when the height of whatever everything, they would have a special Saturday night episode where they would be doing different things to entertain the people that were listening. And occasionally, one of the things they did was they did the GeoGuessr for an hour or so, and the help of the people watching would, help try to determine where it was. So that's kind of, it's like I was familiar with it, but I hadn't gone on it to try to do it my own. But apparently they have the premium membership yet, so they could continue to do that even with the new stuff. So maybe they'll decide to do a couple more Saturday episodes where they will do that and share it with everyone, hopefully. But it was fun. But like I said, I got the last trackable. I didn't get the first one, but it doesn't matter. As long as you got the one, you get the souvenir, and that's the most important part of it. So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'd never heard of it before this promotion came out. So yeah, it's interesting. I didn't know the history of it, and that obviously it's a location-based game. So, and I've done some geocaches in the past that they'll give you a picture and you have to find it. They're puzzle caches, so they're within 2 miles of the posted coordinates. So it's a picture of a location, and you've got to go find that location and then figure something out from there. So it's kind of like that, but virtual. For me, it reminded me of those types of caches. There's a few of those out and about. Ellie, I'm sorry, you're next. Go ahead.
I'm not sure how my audio is going to be. I've got a cold, so I did play the GeoGuessr. I got them all pretty quick. My Google flu is very strong. I need a shirt. But I did miss the first trackable, and first you get locked out at the last one. So I sent the cats in to go get the other trackable. So, hey, I found a way around. They're smart. That's
So,
it.
so I noticed you were playing with a Rubik's Cube. Is it a special Rubik's Cube?
It's not, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
My kids pulled it out at school and handed it to me. I was like, oh, I haven't done a Rubik's Cube in a while, so
Yeah.
I'm refreshing again so I can go just
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the guy at work next to me, he has a Rubik's Cube and it's all black. It's all black. And I said, well, how do you solve that? Well,
I
your
have that one.
Rubik's changes the colors. And so you gotta be fast.
Oh my word.
Yeah, surely. Well, okay.
It's a mood Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, it's a mood Rubik's Cube.
John
Yeah.
May drop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
The heck did I just break?
And Rubik's cubes are a thing that I saw on. There's actually quite a few people where I work that they're into Rubik's cubes. And
that makes sense.
and then I saw a video, this is a while ago, on YouTube where a guy was juggling three of them and solving them while he's juggling them. And then you go, okay, that's too much.
Yikes.
Are you sure he didn't reverse the video and he started out with them solved and went backwards?
I did not.
I like that. Brilliant.
Well, tell you what, gang, I am going to put a GC code into the chat here if I am technologically able. So for those of you that want to look this up, this is a pretty old geocache. I first heard about it on a podcaster, and I was racking my brain. It was a long time ago, and luckily the site tells me which podcaster episodes they were on, but it was like in 2017. And this sounds, when I was learning about the GeoGuessr here, the first thing I thought of is it's this cache. I've done about 3 of the spots on this cache, but it takes you all over the world, and you need to use Google Maps to answer the question. And I mean, it like takes you to the city that was affected by Chernobyl, and then to Mayan ruins, I think. I haven't looked at it lately. And then you have to email a special email address with your solved what they're asking for. And if you're right, you get a response and you get a clue to where you're going next. And I think there's 6 stops overall. If you're wrong, you don't get an email back. So yeah, because I think if I remember right, you need to put in the subject line, you have to address the subject line of the email with the coordinates that you found.
Oh, okay.
And if they're right, you get this automated response.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so those of you that yeah, that's right, it's Germany, but he has an English version to it as well. Thankfully. But yeah, I know I did the first 3 spots, and it's just fascinating because
I remember that.
because you're basically you're using Google Street View to do this.
Like Guesser.
But there's Google's Street View at, I want to say Priapet is the name of the city that was shut down when Chernobyl blew up, and they got pictures everywhere. It's like you're just walking down. The city is now as the last day it was there when people just abandoned it. and there's a like a local fair, those traveling fairs that go from, or carnivals that go from town to town. That was in town there.
Mm.
And it's still there.
Yeah. Wow.
Charles, you got your hand up.
Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly what you've done, and I was relatively close to the final
Yeah.
the specific puzzle back about a year ago.
Oh,
Last May. Last May, I was sitting close to there. Yeah, it takes you to different places, and you go from one to another to another to another, and it's a fun. But there's actually two more puzzles similar in that series.
Oh, really?
Wow.
From the
In
same
Alberta.
person?
One's in Alberta,
Oh,
and one is in Australia.
Oh my gosh.
Alberta, huh?
Yes,
Yeah,
just up the road from you.
exactly.
You're actually a lot closer to the final than I am.
Yeah.
A lot closer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The good news is for the other one, it's basically you're doing kind of the same thing with the same answers. So once you got one, you can easily get the two others.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. But yes, you have to follow and send the email to the different places, and it ends up to be a very long email, which is basically the coordinates for the next waypoint.
Yeah, the coordinates and the story and
Yeah, so basically once you got the solution for that portion, you send up that those are the coordinates, and the email confirms that you've got the right coordinates.
Okay.
So these other two, Charles, are they done by the same person? Or
No, it's somebody. I think it's somebody else that did it, but it's the same answers. They're going to the same stages.
right.
So it's just the final is kind of a little different.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so you solved one, you solved
Solved
them
them all.
all.
Kind of solved the two others, yes.
Okay.
It's just the final email that you send out. So there's one in Australia and there's one in Alberta. It's actually near Calgary.
I am wondering what I think about that. That's like almost like plagiarism of sorts.
You know what they say, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's caches is the biggest compliment you could give to the person.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not afraid of, with permission, copying a challenge from somebody else.
I was just gonna say that. How many Jasmer challenges and fizzies are there? One for every state.
How many can you do? Exactly. All
Yeah.
the challenges are there multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's okay.
Well, you have to, I mean, and then you have to set up the email infrastructure as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. But all you're doing is creating a Gmail account. And
Right.
the way, as you saw for the first 2 or 3 emails that you have to send, the odds of somebody having those emails are pretty slim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering it's got what 7, 8, and whatever number afterwards, 15, 16. So it's got about 28 characters.
Yeah.
Alphanumerical and special signs. So it's not going. You can easily create those type of emails.
Interesting. Yeah.
It was fun to do. It's actually nice to see different places, and yes, that place in Chernobyl was wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look at it, also every single place there, and kind of looked into on the internet to get more information about it. So it actually was a fun puzzle to get, and I'm waiting to get the final so I can give definitely some favorites on this puzzle.
Okay. Oh, cool. So I have to look for the one in Alberta.
Yeah.
And then like I think I have 3 stops to finish up.
Mhm.
Well, if you go down to on that page, if you go right down to the bottom, the two others are there.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Go to that one that JD posted.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Alberta's there, and the other one is Queensland edition in Townsville, Australia.
Okay. I think Mountain Goat posted the actual
Yeah, Mongo.
I think yes, he did.
For me, yeah.
page. Okay, cool. Wow. We learned so much. So, I wanted to share my experiences with doing this GeoGuessr. I found it, I had to read through everything and then, go through the steps like Melissa had mentioned, log in and such and start it. And the time was too short. I wanted to look around. I wanted to explore in these places that it took me to. And if you didn't finish in whatever it was, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, you move on to the next one. I found that really frustrating and anxiety increasing. So that part I did not like, but I did solve a few. I solved the first one, and I was looking really close to find a code, and there was nothing there. So obviously, everybody's missing it. And so I've got a workaround for y'all. I want to share you with a tip. If you go back to the blog, you go look at that email that we all got from HQ, go to the blog that it's referencing. At the very top, they have an update and it tells you where to go get that first code.
Oh.
And I'm not really comfortable sharing the whole thing with you, but it's I thought it was well done. It made me think a little bit as to where you go to get a hint what that code is, and they give you a hint at that location. It's a web page within HQ website, and yeah, and then you can get that first code or a code, which is what you need for the souvenir. Because I know a lot of people were frustrated. We all missed the first one. I looked really hard because I was really paying attention and there was nothing there. So, Melissa, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't save the email, so
Okay.
I wouldn't know how to get to the blog.
I will get the link for y'all. So talk amongst yourselves. As you talk.
Yeah. Well, go
Glad
ahead.
to see that LA's cat seems to be fine after the mishap.
Exactly. Concrete dust is scary to cats, I believe.
Oh no, I missed the mishap.
Apparently, LA is like throwing furniture around. If cats weren't appreciating it.
No.
But I think we have LA's cats to thank for the update on the
Oh, Melissa.
Somebody posted Mount 10 Bike posted the link.
Okay.
So
yeah, I just posted it right after him. Thank you.
Who's this mountain bike guy?
Yeah, GeoCoins.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, nice.
So read that link that Mountain Bike posted. That takes you to the blog and there's an update. And right on the update, I will read that to you all. It says, update from Geocaching HQ. Having trouble finding the tracking code? Check out the facts section here. And that here is a hyperlink. So when you go there, I guess I could share my, well, I'm not going to give it away.
Let them do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
Yeah. And so check out the facts section when you go to that page. And they give you a hint there. And then you can most likely figure that out. I figured it out, mistyped something, caught my mistake, and then all was well from there. So I did earn the souvenir after.
I'll have to check this out. I know, like you said, there's other geocaches where you needed to look at a picture and
in real life
and look at it. And then it was quite a while ago when What 3 Words was gaining attention.
That's fine.
Mountain Goat 50 put out a cache that I believe, if I remember this right, it was what 3 words based, and then when you got that correct, the satellite image was airport runways that were numbered, and then you put the numbers together to make the get the final coordinates.
Yeah, brilliant.
So I'm thinking Mountain Goat 50 spawned this GeoGuessr company, and yeah.
Ooh. No. Oh.
Yes, so things like that, those are things I find cool. So
Game within the game.
Yeah,
Within the game.
I've been intentionally not finishing this GeoGuessr for, so we could have this discussion tonight.
Okay.
And get all these helpful hints.
Yeah. So a lot of people are saying that they missed the first code, but somebody else said that it wasn't obvious.
Yeah.
So maybe a hint, Jim, on how to find that first code for folks that haven't tried.
On the first screen, when it says way to go, congratulations, if you look way up on the left side, there's a couple of what look like tiny travel bugs, and underneath it is a code, GC, blah, 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 blah. And it's there, but if you're not looking, you'd miss it.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I played GeoGuessr for I don't know, the last year or so. Every day or two, I'd try to play the daily challenge and maybe something else. And I was limited to 5 minutes every 15 minutes. So I'd try to do it in 5 minutes, and it was fun. But then they just took all that away and made it totally pay. And I think it went from memory, it went from like $2 a month to pay to $3 a month. And I was having trouble with the site not working correctly and kind of messing up. So, like I said, not interested in yet another subscription.
Yeah.
I mean, not another one. So anyway, but it's fun. And I can see why people that haven't played GeoGuessr would have trouble just jumping in with the promotion and not really understanding what they were doing. And I did up in the chat put a link to a Nissan car promotion, which had nothing to do with, but it was another way to play GeoGuessr for free. So
Okay.
similar to the geocaching one, except it's looking for Nissan cars around the world. So it was fun to play, something different.
Well, that's cool. Another way to extend the game for folks. Yeah. Thank you for sharing all that. Yeah, I looked, obviously I didn't look real hard to find that code. So, and then my other thought around playing the game was I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what I was supposed to do. So I just started tapping buttons and a map pulled up. I'm like, okay. So and then I went back. I was supposed to figure out, drop a pin on basically where this place is on the map. But it wasn't obvious right away. Of course, I'm nearing 60, so I'm sure if I was half my age, I would be a snack, right?
So John Mountain Bike is saying, he couldn't find the trackable code in the Nissan promotion. So where were those, Jim?
Right.
Yeah, no trackable code on the Nissan promotion, but you do get a high score, and if you play GeoGuessr, you can see how you did with your friends and that kind of thing. So
okay, no free car, huh?
Yeah,
no free car, no trackable code. Yeah, you get to play for free, so I had fun with it.
No 10% off MSRP, huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
I think that's like a good time to end up.
I was just gonna say drinks are full price now, everybody. Sorry about that. And I've got a Final Four game to go watch. No spoilers.
got two Final Four games.
Yeah, I watched the first half of the first one earlier before we came on live. But
so we have 1.5 Final Four
Four
games
games.
to go. Wait,
Yes.
this math isn't working out.
Turning into a puzzle cache real quick.
So real quick, does anyone have any Deadly Ducks travel bugs? David George Johnson wants to know.
Yeah.
That's a while ago, wasn't it? Deadly
I think so, yeah. I like the Seahawk shirt, by the way. Yeah. Go Hawks. That's my team.
Okay, so David George, what's your geocaching name?
Yeah, what's your geocaching name? Then they can message you.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
So happy to be here. It's my first like real Zoom with you guys. I've been trying to come on with you guys for so long. I'm a mailman, so I work all the time. And with everything going on with the post office, we work 12 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. But here I am, it's my day off. I love TVs. I said that. My cache name is Running Jock, and I'm originally from Boston, but now I live here in San Francisco. So that's why I've been saying I'm going back and forth. Plus, I'm always running every year the New York City Marathon. So if you would like your TVs to get some miles, send them my way. I'll be glad to get them for you. Also, here in the Bay Area, we have Angel Island, which if you just walking around, I walked around for a total of 4 hours and I found 11 caches. And it was so amazing. And the island itself, it felt like Nebular Island from Jurassic Park. So I brought a whole bunch of TVs, and there's all these caches, especially ammo cans, because they're large and they're hidden within the grass or on the beach. And I put the TVs there as like a way that's secluded, but so fun as it was for me. Plus, that island has a lot of historic aspects to it. Like it was used during the war, or there was a hospital on there. So I love traveling and I love collecting and interacting with all of you guys. So thanks.
Yeah, excellent.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, glad you could make it. And thank you for your postal
Yeah.
service.
Good luck
Yeah.
in the marathon. Wow.
Yeah, and I'm a big customer of the postal service. We ship all of our crates and the cashkins and everything. So I'm paying your salary easily every month.
No, you're not, because you're paying salaries here.
Locally,
It doesn't cost that much when you're paying everybody.
Yeah, not everybody for sure. Cool. Deadly Ducks. So yeah, John's gonna look. Other people are too. So thank you for joining us. So we're every other week, and then you can always catch the replays.
They're on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. And then we'll be taking the recording and it will be going up into our Mappy Hour hub, where you can binge watch to your heart's content all 3 years plus of going on 4 years. 4 years now of Mappy Hours. Crazy. So it looks like we're still streaming on YouTube, so that seems to be working. So good. Right. We had some random pet checks here and there. So
yeah, this
Kilo
was
came through.
A well-organized pet check.
Yeah, we saw Bella. Charles got his
Okay, there we go.
Awesome. And looks like Jim's gonna go catch a critter there. Oh, yeah, Melissa
got
her
her.
hive.
Okay.
Awesome.
Bob actually has Molly there.
Right.
Well,
okay. There we go.
on.
Is he on? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, there he is. Hey, Bob. Awesome. So speaking of that, Nancy and Bob, can you guys stay on for a few minutes afterwards? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I want to chat with you guys about Woodstock.
Looks like Mountain Goat wasn't successful getting a pet.
Okay.
At least you could have done is brought back a beer.
There's one.
There's one. Okay.
There's
Nigel.
Hey, Booch. Awesome. Good to see you.
Why'd you wake me up? What?
Yeah. Right. Cool. I think we'll go ahead and log off. David, did you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask really quick. So I used to live in San Diego where the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail, was. And after even seeing the movie Wild with Reese Witherspoon, I was so mesmerized and it was so like, wow, that I became a member and they send you updates and they send you things about the trail. But I actually did a power trail around Palm Springs. And I think it was through that, but it was like there was so many caches along the way. I think in that one day we got 150 or something like that. So if anyone has any suggestions, because I'm here down in SF and we have a lot of trails and parks around here, but I'm big on power trails and but also big caches so I can drop and retrieve TVs. That would be amazing to hear from too. So thanks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm unfortunately not going to be any help, so I'm not familiar. Yeah.
The only research or the only thing I've learned about the Pacific Crest Trail is I read an article about a person who did it barefoot.
Oh my.
Yeah. So
yikes. Whew, that's a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think if we'll just hang around with Bob and Nancy, everyone else.
Yeah, have a great couple of weeks. Get in your GeoGuessr. Check out that hint if you weren't able to get your code, and so you can get your souvenir. But just keep trying it. I guess you keep going. So you don't have to
And
stop at 10 if you don't make it.
we won't spoil anything, but we actually have the topic for our next Mappy Hour, thanks to Scott. So yeah, we're good to go.
Yeah. So stay tuned, folks. And yeah, have a great.
And this hour is sponsored by.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Probably yellow shirts.
Yellow shirts. Yeah, they actually are on sale on our website individually. This was our t-shirt for our t-shirt club, and also went in the combo crates. Folks that get the combo crates get a t-shirt, the short sleeve version of this, the exact same shirt but in short sleeves. All my Hero Crate members receive the long sleeve version, which is what JD is.
And Charles.
Oh, Charles put us on already. Awesome.
So unlike Charles,
Open the box tonight.
I'm a paid model. I get paid extra above and beyond my Mappy Hour fee for that.
Yeah, one more free drink. Yeah. Or half price. Yeah. So bees, awesome. Yeah. So yeah, we were all about Cito, Be Kind to the Earth. This was t-shirt number 43.
Yep.
And we always work the number into the shirt somehow. Some more somehow on this particular. Yeah. So sometimes it's quite obvious. Other ones it's worked in as a code or what have you. So yeah, so they're on for sale on our website right now. You can get the short sleeve or the long sleeve version. We also have the bundle where you get a bee cache, one that Charles was holding up earlier. The little bison tube comes with a log, Right in the Rain log as well. And a yeah, there. She's got the little bee there. Melissa does. And a honey stinger waffle as well.
Those are good.
Oh, they're really good. Yeah, I ordered extra. It was great. Oh, there's Miss Bella. Oh, and LA's got a kitty too.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cats everywhere. Yeah.
So yeah, be sure to pop in. I'll put the link here. Just go to our website at www.advance.com. Scroll down to the featured section, and all of those items are within our featured area. And we also have our
yep, there it is.
Cashkins. They're back in stock. We had a whole new hive of them. Yeah. And they're all trackable. This is a sample, so it doesn't have a code on it, but we always get a sample from the factory when we order new ones. So, and it's exact same bee, as you can see here. Yeah, yep. Awesome. So they're back in stock, and they're I think $5.49 on our website as well. So thank you, Charles, for that reminder. All right, guys. Happy shopping, happy caching, happy GeoGuessr.
Yes.
And we'll see you all soon. I'm going to go ahead and stop the live stream and the recording.
Yeah.